Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about 9 common ways narcissists try to control conversations. When you've had a narcissist within your life, you'll know a conversation with one can leave you completely confused with no idea what went on. When you're stood wondering if they even understand your point of view or where you're coming from, when it gets changed onto something completely different or something that you did, that you might as well have been talking to a brick wall, and you'd have probably been better off talking to a brick wall. Conversations with a narcissist are crazy making, often leaving us feel like we're the ones going crazy. We often end up questioning our sanity, our reality, blaming ourselves for things that perhaps never even happened. Narcissists are exhausting to be around or communicate with, and we often are the ones left feeling extremely emotional and extremely drained. The thought of a conversation with a narcissist can be nerve-wracking. Usually when you decide to start one, you're left wishing that you never started the conversation in the first place, doubting your very own instincts and wondering what on earth just went on. And it's not as simple as just realising that something's not quite right. The problem is some of us are born into narcissism, even on the low end of the spectrum, so we don't always truly learn what true love is, what unconditional love is. As we grow and make friendships, get into relationships, we accept their behaviour as normal that we should have never accepted as normal, making excuses, reasoning, and those excuses are very valid within our own minds. With all the manipulation of the self-doubt that narcissists plant into our heads, it makes us all the more susceptible to further emotional, psychological, mental abuse. We trust the words and the actions of others as we don't go around manipulating others ourselves. Narcissistic people don't feel, think, act or do like we do. We give them our genuine qualities, and when they don't respond like we would, like genuine, caring, kind, empathetic people would who respect others, we are the ones that become confused, hurt, disappointed, angry. And with the narcissist carefully choosing words, we are the ones that end up blaming ourselves and working harder to please them. At some point, a narcissist will offer those intermittent reinforcements when they play nice, which then reinforces our self-doubt that it's us that are the ones with the problem, that it's us that are at fault. Nothing you or anyone ever does deserves this kind of manipulation or abuse in any way, shape or form. Narcissists are the ones with the problem. You were never to blame for their toxic, hurtful, negative behaviour or actions towards you. That is on them. These are some examples of tactics that narcissists use for crazy-making conversations. So if you do still need to communicate, you can recognise the manipulative game they are playing. Don't get drawn into it and begin to see just how predictable they genuinely are. Some are extremely dangerous, so no contact is a must. Number 1, interrupting you. In the beginning, it might be all about you, and this is just another of their manipulation tactics to get to know your likes, your dislikes, as they can mirror you, learn about your insecurities, so further down the line they can use these all against you. After the idealization stage, suddenly the conversations will be all about them. They just love to be the centre of attention and talk about themselves. They will have no interest in holding a two-way conversation. If you try to get a word in and it contradicts or criticises the narcissist, they will ignore you, talk over you, raise their voice or dismiss you. And while people with things such as ADHD and other mental health problems can struggle with conversations and interrupting people, the narcissist will intentionally interrupt you to bring the conversation straight back onto them. They believe they are correct, superior, and they expect you to trust and believe in all that they say. Narcissists feel that they are superior and have to remain in control, so they do this by dominating conversations. They have no interest in compromising other people's thoughts, feelings or views. To them, it's my way or I'll make it my way. They will monopolise most conversations. They will interrupt and bring it back onto them. They will discredit anything you do and say and use it as evidence against you. They will take control, avoid talking about any genuine issues and avoid any accountability. How to disarm? If they keep taking you off topic, bring it straight back to the original point. Observe if they blame shift, provoke, talk over you or rage. Stop the conversation when they do. Don't react, only respond. And you only need to respond once. If they don't want to listen, that's on them. If they don't want to listen, they'll not. You do not need to respond if they take you off topic, as they'll not respond to the situation at hand. 2. The silent treatment. This is one of the narcissist's most common methods for emotional manipulation of those around them. When they feel criticism or if they feel like they're losing control over you, most opt for the silent treatment. They will do the present silent treatment for hours, days or weeks when you're in the home, so that you're the one walking on eggshells around them. So you're the one asking them what you've done wrong. They will do it when friends and family are around. And they do it on purpose, entirely leaving you out of the conversation, or the disappearing act where they just up and leave for days or weeks, all to keep dominance and control over you. They will demand a perfect apology for things you don't even know you're apologising for. They will do this if you didn't accept their point of view, to avoid discussing important issues, to avoid taking or accepting responsibility for things that they have done, to get you to do as they want you to do. And when you do, they'll reinforce your self-doubts by playing nice with you again, to bring you crashing down again. The silent treatment is used against you, so you feel insignificant, invalidated, insecure, vulnerable, unloved, to make you question and doubt yourself. They usually make it so you can't get hold of them with the disappearing act, or so you're walking on eggshells around them. How to disarm? There's no better way to recover from a narcissistic relationship than taking the first step of no contact. And they use the silent treatment to hurt you. You use no contact to heal yourself. Don't try to reason them. Don't try to work out what's wrong. Write down and focus on your reality. No longer beg, plead or apologise. Just leave them be. Narcissists can no longer play if you're not playing with them. They cannot fight if you're not fighting. And they cannot control if they have lost control of your mind. 3. The topic switch. You could be happily discussing something, then they'll either not agree with your point of view, they'll feel criticised, or you'll ask them about something they didn't want you to know. So to gain control and win the conversation, as that's what narcissists want, they want to win and be in control, they'll suddenly switch the conversation onto something else, usually something you've done wrong in their eyes, or something you haven't done for them. Or they will chip away at one of your insecurities. They spew a load of word salad out to provoke you, confuse you, hurt you and upset you. Suddenly, you're the one in the defensive mode and the original conversation has disappeared. Then when you get blamed for everything, for defending yourself or reduced to tears, a narcissist will sit back looking almost pleased and watch you cry while still blaming it all on you. How to disarm? Again, observe what they do and what they switch it onto. Bring it back to the original conversation. If they don't want to talk about the original conversation, leave them to spew their words out on themselves and take no part in their conversation. It's okay to treat people how you want to be treated, but sometimes you have to treat people how they treat you because that's the language they understand. That doesn't mean go around hurting them, but if they want to ignore you, then leave them to it. You can ask someone once, is everything okay? Can I help? But if they're not willing to communicate with you, if they're willing to blame everything on you, then you're best stepping away from the discussion and leaving them to it. 4. Blame shifting, which a narcissist will do with anything and everything they can. When you question them or they feel criticism in some way, they might change the conversation or interrupt you with the silent treatment. They will use any of your insecurities that they've drilled into you against you. They will shame you. They will blame you. So you go into the defensive. Narcissists take your attention away from the original topic of conversation, from the original point. And then when you react to the narcissist, they blame it all on you. A narcissist has to find a way to escape accountability so that their behaviour disappears and you're tricked into defending yourself and taking all the blame. How to disarm? Don't play. Don't question them. They never give you an answer if you do. It's a lie or somehow your fault. Instead, find the answers from within yourself. Remember, they don't want compromise or your opinions. They want to win and be in control. 5. Projection. Another that narcissists love to use on others is projecting what they have done, think or feel over to you. The things narcissists do and the things they say to one person when no one is watching is entirely different to when others are watching. If you listen to their character assassinations of others, this is actually most often the real truth of who that individual narcissist is. They will discredit people, accuse people of cheating who are not cheating, accuse others of lying who are no liars, accuse people of being insecure who are trying to listen to their instincts, accuse people of being crazy who they've actually gaslighted into feeling that way, accuse people of keeping their children from them when most of the time they don't even pick their children up. Accuse people of parent alienation when the narcissist, with all their words, is alienating the child against the genuine parent. Narcissists do this when they are defensive and they will project their faults onto others. They annihilate and destroy people. Genuine people don't project, and genuine people's comments resemble the truth of the other person. They are not outright lies. How to disarm? If a narcissist is smearing your name, leave them to it. Rise above. If they are doing it directly to you, observe those words. Don't take them personally. Take them as a verbal confession of who that narcissist indeed is. 6. Turning up the volume. When a narcissist will over-talk you, when they get angry and feel as though they're losing control of the conversation, they will turn up the volume. They do this to shock you, confuse you, intimidate you, and basically bully you into submission. This is because when the narcissist feels intimidated, your defense is weak. They are using more psychological warfare against you. It is psychological warfare when dealing with narcissistic people. When a narcissist potentially lacks intelligence over the conversation, so they have to talk louder and over you to dominate the conversation and take back control. When they feel the conversation is slipping from their control, they have to talk over you to win. How to disarm? Stop talking. They're not interested in your point of view and they want to scare you into taking on their opinion. Turn your ears off, go into your own mind and focus on your own opinions and thoughts. 7. Playing the victim. When a narcissist is not playing the hero, they will pity play into the role of the victim. They will never be the villain. They will never be the one causing the problems. Narcissists play the victim to avoid taking any responsibility, to avoid being held accountable, to avoid their actual behaviours and cover them up. Narcissists know that other people can be genuine, caring and compassionate. They play on other people's sympathetic nature. They guilt trip people. They play on people's forgiving nature to further their advantage over people. They play on people's sympathy to gain flying monkeys and to control others' opinions, all while the narcissist is hiding their true selves. If you're upset over a broken promise or something they have done, a narcissist will play the victim and project something you haven't or have done that they actually did or didn't do and hurt you all the more. A narcissist will come at you claiming that you don't have the empathy, that you don't have the sympathy, how you're insecure, how you're selfish, how you're awkward, how you're stubborn, when in reality it's not you, it's the narcissist. Yet you are the one that ends up questioning yourself, lowering your boundaries, feeling sorry for them, forgiving them. Whatever happens to you, a narcissist has always had far worse happen to them. How to disarm? Remember why the conversation started. Stop listening to them and focus on the original discussion, the original problem. Don't look to help them or empathise with them. Look to yourself and what you need to do to stop the situation. Look to genuine people who will reassure and help you. 8. Gaslighting. Narcissist manipulation tactic of gaslighting is to psychologically manipulate your mind. It is an insidious form of psychological abuse. They will purposefully not share information. They will rewrite history on you. Either something that did happen, they will tell you never happened, or something that never happened, they will tell you it did happen. Something they meant, they will tell you they didn't mean. They will claim that they're only joking. They will accuse you of losing your mind. Gaslighting is used so that you doubt your own mind, question your reality, doubt your judgment, and go to them for reality checks. Some have been known to hide or rearrange belongings. It is used to make you feel like you're the one going crazy. How to disarm? Always keep things via messages and email. If it's in person, keep a diary, take notes, and go to the diary for your own reality check. 9. Triangulation. When they will talk about what someone else has done to get you to break down your boundaries and do it for them. They will lie about what others have said about you to divide and conquer and get you isolated from all support. How to disarm? Know your worth. Remember you are enough. Learn your values and beliefs and create your boundaries. Just because someone else would do something, that doesn't matter. You are not them. People need to respect you for who you are as you respect others for who they are. Any lies that the narcissist tries to tell about the third person, ask the third person and the narcissist when they are together. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, when you do stick up for yourself, they can rage out at you. So you do need to keep yourself safe around them and be careful around them. However, you do not have to be controlled by them. You are in control of you. Yes, we need to find a safe way out of the situation. Yes, once out of the situation, narcissists can escalate their games, at which point you need to do all you can to keep yourself safe. When narcissists aren't getting anything from you, they do eventually get bored and they will leave you alone. If anyone has any thoughts on the video or anything they noticed within a conversation that a narcissist used against them to control the situation, please add those into the comments. I shall link the videos into the description on why we have to stop explaining ourselves to narcissistic people, why we can feel like we're going crazy around a narcissist, and why not to argue with narcissistic people. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.